Hey, how many years did you play in the NFL? Just so I get it right. I did the math on Wikipedia, but I think I was wrong.
Well, Wikipedia will tell you 17, but the answer is 18.
That's why I asked. See that?
Ladies. And I've also only been struck by lightning one time, not two, like Wikipedia might tell you.
Is that real?
Oh yeah, that's real.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is an 18-year NFL veteran, a man whose name is synonymous with the National Football League. His brother, his uncle, what the hell just happened? You literally just flipped it upside down there. There was no reason for you to do that.
I thought I could get my little, how do I get my got it. We're good. Sorry.
He is currently FaceTiming in. He's mastered technology. In this upcoming fall, I will be honored to share a booth with him, a teammate of mine, a good man. Ladies and gentlemen, part of the voice of Thursday night ESPN college football, Mr. Matthew. We want the ball, and we're going to score. Hasselbeck.
Congrats, Pat. We're fired up for you.
Congrats to you, too, man. I'm so excited, and I'm so thankful. I didn't say this publicly, but I do believe you were a pretty big part of this whole thing coming to be, so I thank you for that.
I'm just one of the many Pat McAfee fans out there. You got a lot of fans, man. You got a lot of fans.
It's been pretty active today on the internet. I'll tell you what, I described it as a monumental day in our office's small businesses history was yesterday because we got an atom bomb about us, which is a massive thing. Mr. Shefty broke some news, and the people that support our small business are the greatest on earth. The video and the announcement did pretty well on the ESPN, but this all came to be relatively quickly. I think people should know that. This is like a 4-day, 5-day thing that has just kind of got not tossed together, I mean like ragdoll, but it literally has come together in the last 4 or 5 days. That's a true story.
Yeah, but I would say maybe 5, 6, who knows, could be 7 years ago. I don't know how long ago. You came to me with Adam Vinatieri. You said, hey, I got this idea. What are we going to do after football? And you had an idea for like a little small radio show. Adam, Matt, and Pat, Matt, and Adam, Matt, Pat, and Adam. And we all thought, at the time, Adam Vinatieri would be done playing football before we would be done. Yes. He was like 40 years old.
Yes.
But here we are. You and I are now doing stuff like this, and he's still playing football. But you had actually brought it up, and we had talked about it. And so, I mean, you kind of planted the seed, you know?
Well, I appreciate me getting credit for this, honestly. That really makes me feel good. Adam Vinatieri will kick until the day he dies. I honestly believe that. I think he'll die on a football field. I think there's a chance. But the Matt and Pat thing, I've always been a fan. You were my first guest on my local Indy Star show here in Indianapolis. I got a chance to do a newspaper show on the internet, which is really good. And the technology was fantastic. And we rented out a bar here called Kilroy's, and I would do my show live from there. And my first guest was Matt Hasselbeck. And I remember your reaction like it was yesterday. It was absurd. You were completely mind blown by the entire fucking thing.
I was a little surprised that you had a show and that it was so, well attended. I mean, it's packed. I actually think I was late to the show because I couldn't find a place to park. Not only was Kilroy's parking lot full, but like all of Broad Ripple was full. But it was fun. You're a really funny guy. I don't think I was really fully aware of how funny you were, and your story. Basically your story. I was a college kicker/punter. And, coming into the NFL, how you got to the NFL was pretty remarkable. So I'm fired up, man. Like, I think there's a lot of people out there who know you, know your story, know your comedy. I mentioned that Pat McAfee's going to be doing Thursday Night Football. Their eyes light up, they smile, they giggle, they laugh. They're like, oh, that's going to be epic. And then there's other people like, I'm not familiar yet. What should I know? And I don't even know what to say. It's like, buckle up, get ready. It's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be a good pairing. Honestly, I do, because I've got a chance to call 2 games now. I was with AJ Hawk the first game, and he and I knew each other, so he knew me, right? So he knew me. So I could say things to him. He could say things back. With Robert Smith, he had no idea who I was, I don't think, until the day before the thing. And then when we went on air, he's a very nice man, super professional man, but he had no idea what was happening. Like, he did not know that I was coming in full speed. Knowing me, me is a very good thing for me because I'm much more comfortable with people that I know because I feel like I can talk to them in the manner that I talk to people, which is obviously a joking manner without them really, taking it too serious. And I think your brain, you're like a Rain Man for football. I mean, you've been around every single style of offense ever since you were a kid, ball boy for the Patriots. Now you've gotten a chance to really work in every single offense. You've been able to bounce around. Your knowledge of the game I have pretty good little intelligence of football IQ, but also the whole thing, I think we're going to be a tough team to beat. Honestly, I am very excited. The more and more I think about it, I think it's going to be tough to beat, and I think we're going to have a great time on Thursday nights.
Well, I'm surprised that you haven't brought up the fact that I was holding your footballs for, field goal. I give you a lot of credit for not taking the low-hanging fruit there. I'm impressed. But I've actually been introducing you to some people as my former backup quarterback.
Hey, something to think about because I was there for a while. I actually came up to you whenever we had, who was it, Josh Freeman and little white kid.
Ryan Lindley,
yeah.
Ryan Lindley.
Yeah, those two came in for the last.
That was when Andrew Luck had a lacerated kidney, I believe, and you were the emergency quarterback, and you were really a lot closer to playing than you realized. But I think you were ready. I saw the way that you attacked practice, meeting rooms. Some punters wouldn't have been up for the task. Some non-quarterbacks wouldn't have been up for the task. You were definitely ready to go. I'm actually a little bit disappointed you never got the opportunity because I think you would have done pretty well.
You see, I think you're misreading the whole scene. I was scared shitless. Do you remember you guys had this plan on the offense? They had this plan. Charlie, Clipboard Jesus came in.
Charlie Whitehurst
came in after Luck got killed. Matt got killed. Charlie Whitehurst comes in. He gets chased out of the pocket so hard he blows his hamstring against the Miami Dolphins. He gets killed. We have no quarterbacks. Literally no quarterbacks on the roster at this point that are healthy. Chuck Pagano on his Tuesday press conference, they ask him how he's going to get through the game, and he goes, we're working out some guys, and we might have a package in for Pat McAfee. And I was watching at home like, what the fuck did he just say? I was literally mind blown. I'm like, no, Chuck. No, we've already got 3 quarterbacks killed. This is the last game of the year. I don't need to be stepping into a death trap here, Chuck. So I see him the next day, nothing. They bring in Josh Freeman and Ryan Lindley, and we're watching the practice, me and Vinatieri. And I'll tell you what, neither of those guys could complete a pass. I mean, Wednesday, Thursday was bad, was it not?
But in fairness to them, they got the win. The coaching staff, they had one guy responsible just for, the 2-minute section of the playbook. The other guy was responsible for first and second down, red zone.
Do you remember this?
Shared third down.
Do you remember this, though? At the end of the first half, you guys subbed in Ryan Lindley because he was doing the 2-minute drill. And whenever me and Vinatieri saw Freeman come out, Lindley go in, I look at Vinny and I go, oh my God, am I the backup quarterback right now? Did Freeman get hurt? So I walked over to you, literally right over to you, and I go, what the fuck's going on? Is Freeman hurt? And you go, no, this is the way it's been planned all along. I'm like, well, somebody should have gave the third string guy a fucking heads up. I almost just had a heart attack over there. I thought I was very close to getting in the game. I thought you guys pulled Freeman because he was hurt. He just got done playing for like the Long Island
Rough Riders.
Like the roller coasters or something.
Oh, yeah.
He was in like the WFL, whatever it was. And he comes in, gets a win. I thought I was close to playing, though. I was very scared. And I remember that moment on the sideline where you're like, no, this is playing all along. I'm like, thanks for the heads up. I mean, there's 45 quarterbacks in that quarterback room, and not a single one could leak the information to me. I mean, what do we got going on, Bub? How have you enjoyed life since retiring? Has the media world been exactly how you thought it would be?
No, it's not like I thought it would be, but it's been good. I think if I could be serious just for a second, the big thing about playing in the NFL is like you get to be a part of a team, and that could be your entire 53, or it could be your quarterback room, or it could be just your offense. Or sometimes it's working with the athletic trainers to get back from an injury, or working with the equipment guys to just get everything right. You're working as a team, and so I think it's the same thing. Like for me at ESPN, I've got my Sunday Countdown team. This past year it was Randy Moss, Charles Woodson, Rex Ryan, Samantha Ponder. Like we came together as a team. It was a new team. This year, just like in football, Charles Woodson moved on. He's doing something else, and we've added Teddy Bruschi to our team. So, we're going to – this week, actually, we're going somewhere I don't want to say where, but we're going somewhere down south, and we're going to do an axe throwing competition. We're going to go whitewater rafting. Like, we're going to come together as a team. And so that's probably the thing in the media that I've enjoyed the most, is like finding people who don't necessarily get the credit. There's a lot of people that aren't seen on camera that are part of the success of a show or a segment or whatever.
Agreed.
And so it's no different in football. The offensive line, and there's equipment guys. There's there's all kinds of people that go into the success of a player, of an offense. So I think it's the same thing in TV. It's been kind of fun to get to know those people, the people that are supplying Adam Schefter with some stats or information, or working with Susie Culver on Monday Night Countdown, getting her ready. So it's just, I think that's the part of the business, the part of the job that I've enjoyed the most.
Have they? I agree, by the way, with everything you're saying. Happy our new Thursday night football team's going somewhere, too. That's awesome that you set that up. But
we're going to Cincinnati, Pat. We're going to Cincinnati.
Hey.
We're going to have ribs or something on Wednesday night.
Hey, Skyline Chili, bro. Go ahead and take her down.